Hi, I'm the writer for Witchy Words, Marietta. This is my first video blog, so please bear with me. I'll inevitably stumble over my words, make mistakes, and the video phases in and out a bit as it readjusts. But I did want to make a video blog entry as a way of personally thanking everyone who's recently visited my blog, whether it be through Reddit, Tumblr, Dee's video, or any other source who's recently linked my blog. I did recently make an article on the derogatory remarks about Wiccans and pagans made by Fox correspondents Tucker Carlson and Clayton Morris. If you don't know about it, the video is still there on my blog, and the blog entry is still there as well. The article doesn't cover the MSN article. I was not aware of it at the time, but I am now. I also want to thank everyone who made me aware of it, who posted about the petitions, who tried to capture the video and save it to YouTube. I came upon the whole situation not by actually seeing it, but by seeing the MediaMatters.org article, which has now been taken down. Some people say it's because Fox pressured them. Some people say it's because the site couldn't handle the comments or the traffic. I don't know which it is. I have not been pressured myself, but that being said, that is why my article was one of the few out there when it first began. To those of you coming to this video with a limited knowledge of pagan and Wiccan religions, paganism is an umbrella for nature-based traditional religions that existed before and alongside Christianity. And Wicca is a very open, diverse, neo-pagan religion. It really is fairly recent, around the 1950s is when it was developed. In my experience, it celebrates the seasons, the circle of life, and the connectedness of the earth. I see my religion as a way to better myself through health, harmony, and happiness. And by bettering myself, I can help better the world. So I see it as a very positive experience. We don't worship Satan, we don't sacrifice animals, we don't put hexes on people. I'm not really even sure I believe on hexes on people. I believe in hexes on people. That being said, some of the stereotypes actually in the Fox news segment were that we like Dungeons and Dragons. Some do, some don't, no more than most people. I don't personally play Dungeons and Dragons. The other one was that we are twice divorced middle-aged women. Clearly I'm not middle-aged. I'm married, and I'm actually married to a Catholic man who is very understanding of my religion, and he has a personal experience with it. So some other stereotypes I've heard before is that we're uneducated. That is absolutely not true. I hold 4 different diplomas or degrees. I'm not saying that to brag, but I'm saying that as proof that we do contribute to community, we do contribute to education, and we are a very large part of a community. You would be surprised how many of us are out there. My original article on the segment is very, well, it leaves emotion out. I have a tendency to do that when I'm first reporting on things because I don't want to let my emotions get the better of me. And I have waited up until this point to respond. I wasn't actually even sure if I was going to, but what is religion if not a personal emotional experience? So this seems necessary. The response to the article, the comments, were generally very negative, and I'm not downplaying that at all. What Fox said, or what the correspondents at Fox said, was very offensive, and I was very angry about it, which is why I posted a blog about it to spread the news, spread the word. That being said, the blog, even at the end, tries to take a positive spin. I think it was a little missed. I also think that we should be taking this moment to focus on the positives. There are a lot of good things that this article brought about, that the news segment brought about, and that's what I want to focus on in my video today. First and foremost, I think that the derogatory remarks made by the correspondents overshadows a greater, more beautiful story that a university, in fact, the University of Missouri, which is the state I live in, is adding Wiccan holidays to their guide to religion. And it's not just Wiccan holidays, it's other minority religions as well. That is a step forward for pagans and Wiccans. So that kind of got overshadowed. And most certainly, University of Missouri is not the first, won't be the last, but it is good to see. And I was very happy to see that. It's unfortunate that it got kind of overshadowed by this terrible negative event from Fox. Also, please remember that Fox News respectfully covered Wiccan and pagan rights in the U.S. military. This is actually covered by the statement from the Lady Liberty League. So that was in 2006 and 2007. It is human to make mistakes. It is human to be uneducated. It is unfortunate. But we have had good as well as bad experiences with Fox News. Just like anybody. And actually, on the topic of education, this is actually a point that Selena Fox made on Pagan Propensities, the Blog Talk Radio show. We need to take this opportunity as a positive opportunity to educate people. We became a bit of a mainstream focus for a little while. Why not take this moment to explain who we really are, what we really believe, and what we really do? This is a great opportunity. This is also an opportunity to not hide. And I can't say a whole lot about that. I always describe myself as having one foot in the broom closet. Mostly with my family, I'm not gonna lie. But when we stay in the broom closet, we are not only saying, I am afraid of who I am, and I am afraid of what others think of me, but we're condoning an uneducated ideal that pagan religions are something to be ashamed of. And staying in the closet leaves people uneducated, and they start to believe the stereotypes and the rumors that other people are passing around because they don't know anything else about it. The same way that one of the correspondents says, well, I don't know any Wiccans. He probably does, but we're just not coming out and saying it. And it is news segments, it is comments exactly like this that keep us there, but we need to stop being afraid. We need to step out, and we need to take a stand for who we are and what we believe, and help to educate people and to see the greater good in what we do. And by stepping out, we can continue one of the positives which I experienced from my blog entry and from this whole ordeal, which is community. I've actually recently befriended several Wiccans and several pagans just because this happened. We wouldn't be here right now. You wouldn't be watching me right now if this hadn't happened. I consider that a positive effect. Here we are, as a community, together, standing strong. That's pretty neat. So, I guess what it all boils down to is that, yes, the news segment was an offensive, negative act, but there are so many positives to be seen. So many. I want to stop focusing on the negatives. I want everybody else to stop focusing on the negatives and look at what we can do among ourselves. And again, I want to thank everybody who has recently visited my blog, who talked with me, who left comments, who found me this way. This is exactly the example of what this kind of stuff brings together. Harmony, community, strength. Thank you for your time.